Good morning. A new week here. We are going to be pulling up the floor today. We've got Willie here. And so I think the plan downstairs, just kind of refresh my memory. We've got the sump pump pulled out. We're going to have to protect this fuse box when we get over here and maybe trim around it. But in the meantime, I think we're going to start over here and just try some of this stuff out and see how it goes. So I think the first one, I've got the wire, a little bit of wire poking up there, and then we'll just take this chunk, cut down with a skill saw, hopefully right down the middle, and then maybe sawzall that, and then run a chain through it and try and pull it out and see what happens. Okay, let's give it a go. Okay, so we've got the floor now. It's definitely getting a lot more squiggly. You can see all the sawdust on here. So we've decided to take them off in chunks 80 inches wide, which amounts to 5 beams underneath. So we run with the skill saw down all of here. So every 80 inches, there's a cut. And then we're gonna cut through the main beam like this, over here, and then do it in halves. So we'll take off these 80-inch wide pieces over there. And what we're gonna do now is come down and find these spots where we've run down with the skill saw. I've already cut these wires, and then we're gonna cut through the main beam with the sawzall there. There's like just 5 things together. And then next one's here. And then here. And then we still, unfortunately, have, this thing is still live, and so we're gonna try and keep this little bit here of roof. Last time, maybe, down in the basement here on video, these stairs certainly are gonna get destabilized. it's been a long day. We got a pretty good pile going on. It's probably our time to call it good for the day. All right, see you tomorrow. Okay, everything's coming apart. This piece we pulled off of here is 2 chunks, and it didn't want to separate. So I think I'm going to get the Sawzall, chip away at that a little bit, and see if I can't get it into 2 chunks. But then the rest all came down in here. It's the end of the stairs. 1 chunk here, 2 chunks over there, and then that'll be 2/3 of it done anyway. But yeah, that all came loose at once. So let's get the Sawzall, see if we can't get a little bit more over to the pile. It's already pretty big, but yeah, I'm assuming this is still safe to walk on. Yeah. Okay, good morning. We've got another day here, and we've got a few things to get done today. So you'll remember we started knocking the floor in, or pulling the floor apart. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more chunks to knock down, and 3 to pull out of down here. Some of the stairs need to come out, and then we've also got a burn. I got a burn permit, so I'm going to go light this thing on fire, start the day out, so that it's hopefully burned out by the end of the day. Probably start another pile over here with the rest of the stuff, and then that should be about it for burns. All right, here we go. We're getting the fire going here. Kind of a precarious pile. These things came off pretty nicely. I'd like to try and save some of these 2x10s if I can, but that'll be, I think, for the next batch. Let's just get this one going. Okay, that should be the fire maybe going. Got a couple of little spots happening there. And let's get the hose hooked up. That might hopefully not come in handy, but it might. So we will run the hose out. I just wanted to get that started because it's kind of gotta leave at around 3:30 today to go get my daughter from camp. And so, yeah, this is kind of the thing that's going to take the most time, I think, to burn down and be safe. Willie may end up showing up today, so we will see if that happens. And otherwise, we're going to get on with the floor now. Okay. So just kind of raking this pile. We've got that fire going over there. And just kind of raking this pile up, and you can see why we didn't end up saving any of the timbers, because they were just held together by so many of these gigantic spikes that prying them apart was a huge operation, and it ended up damaging the timbers so much that they weren't going to be any use for anything, and we just need to get it done. So that's that, and we're just trying to rake this together into a pile, because I don't want to drive out here with the backhoe carrying a piece of floor and put one of these things into the tires. I don't know how much they are, but they look expensive. And so yeah, we're just trying to consolidate them all into a pile. All right, end of the day here, Wednesday, what is it, July 17th. I remember being out here in the snow, talking about knocking this thing down. So we've been at it for a while, on and off. But yeah, it's getting there. I saw we had some big pieces of the floor out. We've got a little bit left to go down there. We're going to try and keep just a little bit of the floor over the fuse box, just so we can maybe nail a tarp up or something over it. I think we've got a new plan for getting rid of the fuse box. But yeah, this is all looking pretty good. The fire went well today. I kind of just pushed it back together, or pushed it up into a pile. It was a little sprawling. And some of the stuff on the outside is now in the inside and burning, but we'll just leave that. Yeah, looking good here from the site of the former log cabin, I guess we should say. So we'll see you all tomorrow. Hopefully finish up the floor and get ready for Sunday of knocking in the foundation. Okay. All right, good morning. It is Thursday, July 17th. We got a work day coming up on Sunday. So we've got to get everything cleared up today, or at least get the foundation cleaned up and ready to knock down on Sunday. We've got an excavator, I believe, an excavator with a hammer attachment showing up. And so we got a bunch of stuff still to do. A couple pieces here, one piece fell down in the middle. We've got to pull that out, and some other bits and pieces from down there. Yeah, so I think Lily's going to show up again today, and we got to get this deck out of the way. Okay, end of the workday, and you can see that a lot of stuff happened today. We got rid of the porch. Jim was here, and he might have taken a video. We got it mostly out in one piece. It kind of fell apart on the way to the pile. And then I ran some fill in here. because we're going to need to be able to access all around, I think, on Sunday. But then we got all the last bits of the floor out and kind of cleaned up down here. We're going to leave the metal stuff in there. I think that'll be fine to bury. And then other than that, looking good. We've got a giant burn pile out there. They have to be 20 foot by 20 foot. And then I was also going for 20 feet high as well. So 24, about 20 foot cubed burn pile. So yeah, that's about it. I think we're pretty much all set for the work day.